All right. Hmm.
Business online, and I'll use Wix to make the website.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. If you want to learn the guitar now, then go join join.learnquick.io to learn the guitar right now. And today we are also learning the guitar. So yeah, welcome in. If you're not subscribed, subscribe or I will be under your bed tonight. And yeah, let's get started. So yesterday the stream got cut short because of my Wi-Fi, and also I had to go to the DMV. I did do one thing yesterday, which was tune the guitar. That was so cool. Anyways, that's worse. Yes, sir. Alrighty. So let me just tune the guitar. Let me tune the guitar one more time. Alright, so I gotta see which keys which strings they are. Hold on. So we got head. You guys can't see this, but we got head, and it goes down, starting from the left. My God, I hate banging this thing. All right, so it goes D, A, E, G, B, E. All right. So we got. So first one is a third one. All right. So third one, we got D. It's nuts. Come on, brother. Listen. D. Perfect. Now we got E. No, that was A. I don't know. Sorry. All right, we got A. Needs to be tuned up. A. Perfect. Now we got E. One more time. Perfect. Now we got G. Buddy, listen. All right, we got G. G. Jesus Christ. Listen, bro. All right, one more time. Good. All right, just to make sure I'm on the right track, we got the second one. It's a second string. This should be B. Perfect. Now we got E. E is always in tune. It's crazy. All right. Now let's learn some chords. Gonna watch the same video for the 5th time because I got distracted yesterday. So
you want to play?
my headphones ain't connected. That's awesome. Why am I taking this off?
Play guitar.
I'll probably learn the electric guitar at some point. How do we have no one joining in, bro? Come on, man. We're learning the damn guitar, which I discovered was like the most popular instrument. How's our Reddit post doing? I'm gonna disable the homepage. Serves no purpose. Man, I got clapped. Alright.
Anyone can learn how to play the guitar in 7 days or less. So the way guitar is usually taught is they give you a really solid foundation that you can build off of to become a great guitar player. But not everyone who wants to play guitar wants to be a great guitarist. Not everyone who learns to bike wants to go to the X Games. Some people just want to bike. So if your goal is just to play guitar for friends or to go with your singing, you don't necessarily need that same really good foundation. Your foundation can be okay. Now to learn guitar, there are 2 main things that you need. Knowledge, but you also need the muscle memory. The way that muscle memory works is that you develop it in the time that you're not practicing. So you practice, and then during the time after, you internalize it, and then when you come back, you'll be better at it. So with that in mind, you're gonna wanna practice for 15 minutes, 2 to 4 times a day, but not more because your fingers will hurt. Guitar strings are these thin metal wires that dig into your soft, delicate fingers, and it hurts. So you don't wanna overdo it. Now in terms of the knowledge, if you've ever watched any other beginner guitar course, they always say you start with open chords. And that's great because it gives you a solid foundation that you can build off of. But we're not doing that. We're doing a shaky foundation that's fast and effective. So we're gonna simplify 4 basic chords. Because the thing with guitar, you recycle a lot of chords. So if you learn these 4 main chords, you're gonna be able to play thousands of songs. You just gotta shift around the order, strum a little differently, but it's really just these 4 chords. So these chords are G, D, E minor, and C. To read the chord diagrams, picture a guitar that's on a guitar stand. So what all these chords have in common is that on the 3rd fret of the highest 2 strings, they're always pushed down. That's with your pinky and your ring finger. Every time you play, your fingers are gonna stay right there. Now, to practice these chords, what you're gonna do is just pick 2 randomly at a time, set a timer for a minute, and switch between them as fast as you possibly can. G, C, G, C. You won't be as fast as me, but one day maybe. But once you get comfortable enough with it, you can try practicing to a metronome. Also, you're not gonna wanna strum with a pick. Picks are really good for making a bright, clear, loud sound, which is great, but it also makes your mistakes really loud and clear, which is not great. So what you're gonna do is you're either gonna... Picks are really good for making a bright, clear, loud sound, which is great, but it also makes your mistakes really loud and clear.
Okay, I don't really like this way of learning because I want my mistakes to be amplified so that I learn quicker. And I also want a stronger foundation. I don't know if this is the right video for me, but I'm gonna continue anyways.
Which is not great. So what you're gonna do is you're either gonna strum with the soft part of your thumb, or you can use the nails on your other 4 fingers and just kind of.
Nails? Dude, they're gonna get chopped off and they're not even like accurate.
Or you can do a combination of both. Anything's possible on guitar. Now, here's the trickiest part. When I said that the foundation's pretty shaky, it is. You're pretty much locked into these 4 chords. But what you can do, and it's gonna seem way more impressive than looking up chords, is just learn songs by ear. Pretty much any 4-chord song can be played with these 4 chords, but it's not necessarily gonna be the chords that come up in tutorials. Just figure out by ear. Does this sound right? Just Pretty much any 4-chord song can be played with these 4 chords, but it's not necessarily going to be the chords that come up in tutorials. Just figure out by ear.
Brother, I'm a beginner. I'm not gonna figure out by ear. This tutorial is not the best, bro. Sorry, man. Man, I don't want multiple episodes. Just like, I don't know. Just give me like a full one. There we go.
Made with eggs from mid.
What's going on, gang? Matt here, Acoustic Selection. This video, I'm quickly going to go over 3 chords you can learn in just 3 minutes, maybe even less. And I'm telling you, if you can master these 3 chords, you can play so many praise and worship songs, country songs, songs you hear on the radio, whatever it is. And that is the G, the C, the D. Now let's go ahead and show you here close up how to play those. Each one of these squares is called a fret. The string at the bottom is the first string, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all the way up to the top. Take your ring finger and pinky
finger
and play the bottom 2 strings. Again, pinky ring finger.
Of the third fret.
Bottom 2 strings of the 3rd fret.
Continue.
Your first finger on the 5th string of the 2nd fret and play the bottom 2 strings. Again, pinky ring finger. Bottom 2 strings of the 3rd fret. Your first finger on the 5th string of the 2nd fret, and your middle finger on the top string. So again, it's going to look 2 bottom and the 5th and 6th this way.
The middle finger and ring finger on the same fret.
Fret. Your first finger on the 5th string of the 2nd fret.
You said first or 5th.
The bottom 2 strings, again, pinky ring finger, bottom 2 strings of the 3rd fret. Your first finger on the 5th string.
To the 5th. And then the middle one is the 1st.
Of the 2nd fret. And your middle finger on the top string. So again, it's going to look 2 bottom and the 5th and 6th this way. That's going to be your G chord. Everything's going to be based off of. And you strum all 6 strings.
I heard you can also string on the fret. What's the difference between this versus this versus this versus this versus this? I don't know. I still haven't found out what a capo is. I don't think I'm hitting the bottom string. No, it's not moving. That time it did move. I think I'm hitting them too hard. Wow, my fingers already hurt. Alright. So everything takes place in the second fret or after. Alright. First, boom, boom, boom. I don't even need to say them out loud for me to get it. I can just put my fingers on them. So this is a G string. No, a G chord. Forgot what it was called. Boom. G.
That's your first chord you want to learn, the G chord. Locking the bottom two strings, 5th and 6th, that's your G. The next chord is going to be very similar, and all you're going to do is move your top two fingers both down.
Bro, I have to bend my arms so much. Now I remember I had to do this in high school. I had to bend my arms so damn much. Jesus Christ, it's difficult, man.
Down a string, so down to the 4th and the 5th.
Alright, that's simple enough. And what is this? My fingers are cramped, dude, and my thumb is hurting. Boo-hoo.
And this time strum the bottom 5. So when your strings are up high, it's the G. When you move both down a string, that's your C.
So that's the C. It's so hard to just press on one string. My fingers always hit the others. And it's like, am I pressing them hard enough so that, you know, the vibration stops at the golden line, you know? And my thumb is in pain. None of this is enjoyable. I forgot what chord was this.
So when your strings are up high, it's the G.
G.
When you move both down a string, that's your C.
C. I feel like I'm in a movie where I can just like spank this on someone. Wow. I feel powerful, man. It feels cool to have a guitar. Like, it's so nice. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. G. It's like I need to bend my wrist enough so that my fingers are more vertical so that they don't touch the other strings. And I also kind of need to like touch the very top of the skin of my fingers so that the strings are properly pushed down. You know? That sounds clean. just got to make sure I'm actually hitting all the strings. Oh my God. My fingers. Let me just make sure that my stream is actually visible. Okay, it is visible. It's just no one joins. Awesome.
And the third and final chord we're going to learn is a D chord. Keep the bottom two still locked.
Bottom two are locked in there.
Take your middle finger off and use your first finger. Press the third string of the second fret.
Third string, second fret. First finger. Alright. It was a lot simpler. Boom.
It's on the bottom four. Set your third.
Bottom four. Why four?
Two still locked. Take your middle finger off and use your first finger. Press the third string of the second fret. It's on the bottom four.
Why four though? There's only 3 strings.
It's a D chord. Keep the bottom two still locked. Take your middle finger off and use your first finger. Press the third string of the second fret. It's on the bottom four.
Alright. I want to give my wrist a break. Alright. Boom, 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 and kaboom. Oh. Stop it. I gotta learn to hit it correctly, man. Alright. I guess this is what this is for. Okay, I want to actually find out what a capo is.
Hiya guys. Hiya guys, Andy here, and today we're looking at what a capo is, also known as a capo if you're an American, and how to use it, and just a bit of an absolute beginner's guide as to why you might want to go out and buy one of these things. Now, they're very inexpensive is the first thing I'd like to point out. If you can afford a guitar, you can definitely afford, or your parents can afford, a capo. You can get them from as little as £2 or £3, so maybe $5 on eBay or Amazon or online or from your local guitar shop. And I really recommend this trigger type, it's called. So that's this type of capo where we can squeeze and easily put on and place and move this capo. Far better than any ones that might be made of cotton, or far better than I've seen some people say, you can put a pencil and 2 elastic bands. Really recommend getting one of these. They're quite strong of grip, so they'll really hold your strings down well, and it's going to sound really good with this. So what is it, first of all? Well, it basically highes up the pitch of your guitar, which we can also say changes the key. Because your E major chord, for example, that's how it sounds when I play it in open position, no capo as I normally would. If I put the capo at 1st fret, it sounds slightly higher. And if I keep adjusting it, fret 2, higher again, and so on and so forth. And many guitarists kind of use it creatively to get
Tell me this, the side.
a kind of mandarin sound, which, for example, would be how James Blunt plays You're Beautiful.
Okay. Alright, I see that I don't really need this. Hold on. I don't know why, but I feel like I've put in enough effort to like to deserve a video. So I'm just gonna watch a learning video. Someone learning how to play guitar. Hmm.
90% of people trying to learn guitar quit in the first year. And if you're trying to teach yourself, your chances of coming out of the winning side of that statistic after a whole year are even worse. But don't give up hope, because I've spent the last 7 years going from this to this. Using nothing but completely free online resources as a self-taught guitarist. And in this video, I've put together the top 5 tips I wish I knew as a beginner guitarist to help you go from knowing nothing to becoming a successful self-taught guitarist, winning the 90% statistic and learning it in half the time it took me if you apply these tips. And make sure you stick around to the end, because tip number 5 is probably the most important advice you will ever get as a self-taught guitarist. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. YouTube and Songster is all you need. Musician, Simply Guitar, unnecessary. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use them, and if they work for you, then that's fantastic. But I find YouTube and Songster, which are both completely free, by the way, I'll explain what Songster is in just one second, to be a very comprehensive and synergetic teaching duo that taught me everything I know. Now, pay close attention because I'm about to break down my exact process for learning new things on the guitar with these two applications I just mentioned. First, I searched up a YouTube video of the song I want to learn. Note that this can also be a riff, scale, chord shape, whatever it may be. I'm just using song for simplicity, just to get a feel for the rhythm and melody. This is a crucial first step that will accelerate your learning drastically, because by listening to the song first and internalizing the melody and the notes, now your brain can associate certain notes with fingerings and frets on the guitar, something that it takes most guitarists decades to master. Okay, step 2. Search up a YouTube tutorial video of the song. Once again, it can mean scale, riff, chord, whatever you want to learn. And for most popular songs, there should be. Some of my favorite people to learn from include Gareth Evans, Paul Davids, and Marty Music. They're all linked down below in the description. If there isn't a tutorial video on YouTube, you're going to have to look up tabs. Now, if you don't know what tabs are, it's essentially like sheet music for guitar. And they're super, super valuable to self-taught guitarists, so put that on your things to learn. Do take note that this is a more advanced way to learn than tutorial videos, so it's generally a good idea to start out with tutorials, and preferably tutorials with tabs on the screen, like this one, before moving on to just tabs alone. I prefer to use a website called Songster for using tabs, just because they're pretty accurate, they have pretty much any song out there, and they also have this very useful playback feature where you can listen to what this song should sound like and then try to emulate that. This takes us to a very important point on tabs though, that you should always cross-reference what you're learning on the tabs to what the actual performance video of someone playing it, even when using a playback feature like Songster's, because not only does it help your note recognition like we were talking about before, but also tabs are often wrong. And even if they are correct, they don't give you any information about the rhythm. So it's a crucial step that you cross-reference what you're learning on the tabs with the actual video. Personally, I'll often use a combination of tutorials, tabs, and just learning by ear, especially as you develop that note recognition. So just use anything you can get your hands on. Tip number 2, no gear, no problem. As a beginner guitarist, it's always tempting to just go buy a bunch of cool gear, right? I mean, you're gonna need an acoustic, an electric, then that means that you're gonna also need a guitar cable, guitar amp, picks, you're gonna need capos, tuners, right? This is literally all you need. No tuners, you can just use one of the hundreds of free guitar tuning apps out there. Personally, I use Guitar Tuna. No electric guitar. You can play pretty much all the same stuff on acoustic, at least until you've assured yourself that you're not going to quit. And then you can go out and buy an electric guitar, because the last thing in the world that you want to do is go buy an expensive guitar and then 2 weeks later decide that you don't want to play guitar anymore. And no picks. I personally believe that every guitar should start off fingerstyle, where you pluck the strings with your fingers instead of with a pick, just because it develops your dexterity and strength in your right hand, your picking hand, so much faster than using a pick does. Even a capo is unnecessary. Not only because you can play the same songs, just down, on the neck. But also because you can actually make one using nothing but a couple rubber bands and a pencil. I will say that there is a case where as you advance, some guitar gear can actually help your progress, but we'll get into that in tip number 5. Tip number 3, just play something. I want to start this off by saying that a lot of self-taught guitarists make the mistake of teaching themselves bad habits. So whenever you're watching an advanced guitarist perform or do a tutorial video, I want you to pay special attention to how they're holding their guitar, the shape their wrist is in, how they're holding the pick if they're using one. And it may seem kind of silly right now, but trust me, doing this simple step right now and getting good habits nailed down rather than bad ones is going to save you years of frustration and wasted time down the road. All that being said though, you just have to play something. Like when I'm a beginner, I find myself trying to make sure that I follow all the right steps and do everything in the right order so that everything's going to fall into place later down the road and I'm not doing anything the wrong way. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's no right thing to learn first or right way to start learning the guitar. The most valuable thing that you can be doing with your time right now is just having a guitar in your hands. For instance, this was the first riff that I learned. But I could have just as easily learned something like this. Or maybe like this. It's not really as important what you learn, it's just that you're learning something and that you have the guitar in your hands. So remember to pay attention to good technique, but don't let that stop you from logging as many hours as possible with the strings underneath your fingers. Hey guys, Future Me here. If you're enjoying the video so far and you think it might be beneficial for others to see these tips, then it really helps the video and the channel as a whole get out to more people if you just hit liked and subscribed. I really appreciate
Today I'm going to make a beat for
it. Now let's get back to the video. Tip number 4, schedule and goals over the hump. If your guitar journey is anything like mine, it'll probably end up looking a little like this. You start here at skill level 0 and 0 years spent practicing. Then, as you start investing the first hours into practicing, you'll see visible progress. You'll start learning chords and new songs, even if they're very basic, and it's fun to practice and create sound. But here comes the beginner's worst nightmare, the hump. This is where practicing is going to feel like a chore. You'll struggle to up your caliber of songs, your fingers will blister in pain, and it'll feel like guitar just isn't meant for you. This is probably where most of that 90% quit. But that's because they're not sticking to a schedule and setting smart goals. Now, when I say schedule, this can mean anything from 3 hours a day to a half hour a week. It's all up to you and what your goals are as a guitar player. But the important thing is that you set a date and you don't miss it. If you slip, then it becomes easier and easier to do that again. So if you're going to set a schedule for 1 week, make sure it's something that you can stick to. Now, on top of creating a schedule, you'll need SMART goals. This means goals that are specific. For instance, learning a certain song or scale. Measurable. Don't set a goal like, I want to play better. They're attainable. Be realistic in what you can accomplish and don't push yourself too hard. I mean, excellence does take time. They're relevant. Set goals that are in line with the specific style you want to master. Are you a hybrid picker or a fingerstyle guitarist, a rock star or a jazz guy? And they're time bound. Set a deadline for yourself to learn a specific song or scale or whatever it may be. Once again, don't go too intense because that'll lead to burnout, especially during the hump phase. And stick with it. That's it. With scheduling and goal setting, you'll be able to get past any hump. And once you're back into that upward sloping portion of the graph, which you'll know because practicing will start to feel fun again, then now you can kind of adjust how you set goals and schedules thereon based on, becoming more lax when it feels burdensome and adding it back on when you have the drive to do so because of tip number 5, which is make it fun. This is by far the most important tip of the video. So if you only remember one thing from the 5 tips that I gave you, this is the thing to remember. Because if you make guitar playing fun, then you're going to want to play. And if you want to play, you're going to play more and you're going to get better faster. And most importantly, you're not going to quit. Now, I know this sounds kind of obvious, but I think this is the biggest reason why that 90% of people quit. Well, how do you keep guitar playing fun, you ask? Well, first off, prioritize learning songs and riffs that you like to learn rather than just grinding scales all day or, learning music theory, unless of course that's fun for you. Secondly, and I know this one sounds simple, but keep your guitar visible around the house. This might mean that you have to go buy a stand for it, but trust me, it is the best adjustment you'll ever make because just having it visible where you can easily go grab it when you have the temptation to do so is going to lead to so many more hours practicing on the guitar and so many hours getting better and having fun. And lastly, don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to meeting schedules and goals because you want to think about the long term rather than the short term. Avoid burnout and become one of that 10% that moves on past the first year. Kind of going back to what I was saying at the end of tip number 4, you want to kind of play to the curve of your guitar journey. So in those times where it's a hump and you need that extra structure to keep you playing and keep you motivated, that's when you should be hard on your goal setting and your scheduling. But then when it starts to become more fun again and you kind of that upward sloping portion of the graph, now you should kind of, lean back and pull off a little where you're still maximizing your productivity as a learner, but you're not limiting the amount of fun that you're having on the instrument. One last thought on making guitar playing more fun. This goes back to gear. You know how I said how there is a case where as you advance, some guitar gear can actually help your progress. Well, this bad boy is probably one of the best investments I've ever made. It's just a looper pedal, which kind of allows you to jam with yourself. but it opens up so many possibilities on the instrument and just makes it so much fun to play again. So when the time comes as you advance, I definitely recommend investing in one of those. Anyways, that's all, folks. So thank you so much for watching.
That was nice. Alright. Since yesterday I discovered that that playing a song on the guitar wouldn't be copyright technically, it would just be a cover. I'm gonna make the goal be to learn the like play the happy birthday song. And I can change the goal because I'm not informed enough. Alright. I need to remind myself of the chords again. So first we got, this is the G, boom. This is the C, and this, pretty sure, is the D. Let's check.
What's going on, gang? Matt here, Acoustic Selection. This video, I'm quickly going to go over 3 chords you can learn in just 3 minutes.
God damn it.
And it's maybe even less. And I'm telling you, if you can master these 3 chords, you can play so many praise and worship songs, country songs, songs you hear on the radio, whatever it is. And that is the G, the C, the D. Now let's go ahead and show you here close up how to play those. Each one of these squares is called a fret. The string at the bottom is the first string, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all the way up to the top. Take your ring finger and pinky finger and play the bottom 2 strings. Again, pinky and ring finger, bottom 2 strings of the 3rd fret. Your first finger on the 5th string of the 2nd fret, and your middle finger on the top string. So again, it's going to look 2 bottom and the 5th and 6th this way. That's going to be your G chord. Everything's going to be based off of. And you strum all 6 strings. That's your first chord you want to learn, the G chord. Lock in the bottom 2 strings, 5th and 6th, that's your G. The next chord is going to be very similar, and all you're going to do is move your top 2 fingers both down a string. So down to the 4th and the 5th. And this time strum the bottom 5. So when your strings are up high, it's the G. When you move both down a string, that's your C. And the third and final chord we're going to learn is a D chord. Keep the bottom 2 still locked. Take your middle finger off and use your first finger. Press the 3rd string of the 2nd fret. And strum the bottom 4. So that's your third and final chord.
G, hold on. G, C, D. G, C, D. G, C, D. I don't think memory is the problem. I think just switching is. And having it sound right. why the so this is what it sounds like alone. It's the third string, no, fourth string. Now G chord. There we go. Oh my god.
The top one's going to be a G strumming all six.
My like the my pointing finger is always intersecting with the fourth string. Mm. Christ, man. What's up, Abhim? Hold on, let me try to say your name. No. Hi, Many Chandra. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, I'm just learning the three chords: the G, the what's it called? The C and the D. So this is the G. Make sure you like subscribe if you're new, if you want. Abhi, what's up, Abhi? How you doing? Or is it Eb Hi? It's Abhi, man. That's a good question. How can you hop on? Yeah, you're learning too, huh? Are you just learning the guitar, or are you learning like many skills like me? I think a Discord call would be great. Really? What guitar do you have? I have an acoustic. It's called a Rogue Fine Instruments. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for like 150. Yeah. Oh man, but my fingers are tired, dude. Well, yeah. What kind of guitar, my guy? There's many. Oh. Hey, let's go, bro. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing, man. I have an acoustic as well as an. That's nice. How long have you had them for now? How long have you tried to like learn them? Yeah, I've been at this for 2 days now. Thank you for subscribing again. Hmm. I heard you need way more equipment for an electric guitar. Oh, 2 months. Dang, that's nice. What songs can you play? I mean, I won't recognize them anyways, but like, how many songs can you play? You know? Hmm. I can. I should make a Discord server to like hop on with viewers so they can teach me and I can teach them. Mostly they'll be teaching me. Yeah. Um. Should I do that right now? Yeah. Would you wait for me to like make a Discord server right now so we can like play together, or should that be an off-screen thing? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. You know what? Yeah. I was gonna make a Discord server in the future for like when let's stop yapping and just do it. All right. I have to down. Yeah, let's display name. This display name, is that like my name or is that like the server name? Do you have experience with Discord, man? Yeah, because I don't really know much about it. I'm just gonna put like Pickle Fox. Hmm. All right. Hopefully I don't mess nothing up. Log in first. Okay, hold on. Date of birth. Make a Discord account first. Okay. Hold on. We should have to sign up, not log in. Hold on. Do I have a... Let me just go blank screen for a minute. Yeah, I was gonna make a Discord server in the future so that you guys can like send me like failure clips or like you achieving stuff, or funny clips for when I achieve a skill and want to relax. But I guess I can make them right now. Um, yeah, I have some bad history with Discord. I just realized. Okay, hold on. Hold on, man. Thank you. I have such patient viewers. I have managed to make a Discord server. Except I don't know what the hell to do. I should watch a video. But Here we go. Skills. Let's see how I can call someone, or I can add someone. Hmm. Invite your friends. Top left. Hmm. Hmm.
Start by opening Discord. Here you go to your server, click over here, click on invite people, and here
What? Brother. Why has it been disabled? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gmeet, okay. Oh, Google Meet. Sure. Hmm. Now, how do I share it with others, huh? Just this link? It's like the top link? I can do that. Hold. To the bottom left. All right. Okay, the top link. Understood. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Fine, hi. I'm doing fine. Just a second. I think I'll leave the the live stream because your voice will then start echoing.
So what? Huh? Sorry.
I'll leave the live stream or else there would be an audio issue.
Okay, okay. Hold on, I just gotta connect my AirPods real quick. They disconnected.
Yeah, sure. I'll do the same. Just a second.
All right.
Uh, am I?
Say what? All right, all right, all right.
Am I
Get
audible?
started.
Oh shit.
Alrighty. What can you play? What do you know about it already?
What?
Do you what do you know about the guitar already? Can you play anything?
I mean, what have you learned till now?
I've learned three chords. I learned the G, the D, and the C.
Which are E minor?
I'm not sure about any like minors, but yeah, I've learned
Okay,
those
it's
three.
the G major.
This one, whichever one this is. Hold on. This one.
Yeah, okay. The G major.
Uh-huh. And then this one where you just move your fingers down.
Oh, that's C add 9. That's C
Alright.
add 9.
Alright. And this one where it's it's this one.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure
that
this one's
seems like a
called
D over F inversion, but I'm pretty sure the chord looks like this.
Yeah.
You know,
Hold on. Show me the like
it looks
the
like
head.
this.
Yeah, show me the head real quick.
Do one thing. Place your index finger on second fret, third string.
Index, second fret, third
Index
string.
over here. C.
Okay. Oh, and hold on. I'm getting kind of confused. Is it like this?
Yeah, no worries. Yes. Place your middle on second. Place your middle first string, second fret.
First string, second fret. Like this.
And then place your ring finger on second string, third fret.
Okay, already on there. Boom.
Yeah, and that is your D major chord. Yeah, right, that is the
Okay,
D major chord.
D major. Got it.
Okay, just a second. uh first, try striking all the strings, all the six strings. No, take it. Cool. And after that, try striking the top four strings. In the sense, skip the sixth and the fifth string.
Six in.
Which one sounds better? Like, When you're striking, like, the bottom four strings, or you striking all the strings? Which one is better?
I like all the strings. That's what I usually like.
Okay, I mean, there's a rule kind of a thing that while playing the D chord, you don't usually play these two strings.
Okay.
These two strings are avoided. So, you just go like this.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah, they sound
so,
more
I mean,
vibrant.
since when have you been learning the guitar?
Since like 2 days ago. Yeah, this is
Okay.
day 2, bro.
And I mean, I've been playing for a while. I've been playing, like, since January.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Huh.
And I know a couple of songs in the sense, like, have you heard Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Do you have an acoustic or do you just have an electric?
What?
Do you have an acoustic also, or do you have just an electric?
Yeah, I have an acoustic as well.
Hell yeah, brother, that's nice. Alright, we can just do the electric for now if you want. That one needs to be
I
charged,
mean,
right?
if you want, I can switch.
No, it's alright, it's alright. So whatever you want to play, man. I mean, I'm guessing our guitars
You
like
want to
don't play
learn
the
anything,
same.
like, any specific technique or a song or anything of that sort?
My goal is to learn the Happy Birthday song, but I think now it's time for like basic chords, you know?
Uh, okay, I
So,
mean, I get it. You can learn Happy Birthday on chords, but there's this thing called learning the song on melody. In the sense, let's say I'm playing a scale. Let's say I'm playing the G major scale.
damn.
So, I can write a melody of scale. Like, let's say let's take a pentatonic scale. Let's take this instead. Let's say I write a melody like this.
Mhm.
Or, something like, you know.
Yeah.
So you can learn it on a single string as well. I think that would, like, give you some motivation. Like, yes, I have been playing since 2 days only, but I can play something. So
Alright.
I would highly recommend that.
So I just need to like put a couple chords together and then just kind of like play them like just like consecutively. Just like switch between them.
Uh, like, can you please go again?
Yeah, like I just need to like switch between chords and like play them until like something sounds good and stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, no, it's happy birthday to you. So it's.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh.
So it's happy birthday. It's happy birthday, dear, whatever, Happy birthday.
You
And
just
just
went
so you
by
know, I have
ear.
never learned the song. I just picked it up by ear.
There's no way, dude. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Seriously.
You don't
So
even
you can
need to
get
see the
started, and
chords.
what?
Like you don't need to like even see the chord sheet to know what is the correct chord. You just go by ear.
No, I was about to search for the tabs, but
Oh,
I stopped.
All right.
between.
That's a good challenge.
So you can learn this, and then you can hop on chords. That would be good.
Okay. Yeah.
So it
So
goes like. And I can change it like this as well, like. But this sounds better.
you're never like hitting all the strings, right?
What?
Yeah, you're never like hitting all the strings, right? You're only hitting like a couple strings that are affected
No,
by
I'm
the.
only hitting a single string.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
See.
A single string. Okay.
Just a second. I'll still see the tabs just to be sure.
All right.
Also,
but-
just so you know, this this one. This sounded right because I'm playing it over the G chord.
G.
I'm using bar chord.
Damn.
They sound the same. Anyways, so happy birthday is pretty easy, cool. It. What is the name of the person? Like, is there any person or
What?
like while singing happy birthday, is there
Oh,
a person or? Oh,
let's go with my brother Jacob.
Jacob. Okay, cool. So it should be. It starts on the G. Sorry.
Damn, that sounded good,
That's the whole
yo.
song.
That was nice. Oh my god, I want to learn
Okay,
that.
that's
Yeah,
easy.
that was nice.
Cool. So
Do you have a
what do I
capo
do?
that you can use?
Yeah, I do have a capo, but you don't need a capo.
Oh, huh. Is it, like I heard it's just for pro users to just like clip onto it like that.
Yeah, I mean, a capo is used when you can't do bar chords, like, when you can't do this stuff. Stuff like this.
Hold on. Go like this, go far, and then just like be like this.
I mean, that comes in very late. You have to put in the hours and practice for hours, and then only you'd be able to achieve that level of, accuracy and speed and independency.
Are you planning to like go pro, or is it
Anyways.
just a hobby?
Yeah, I mean, I have picked it up as a profession, even though it has been like a couple of months, but I want to be a guitarist. I produce music as well.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
So I am into the whole music thing. I even take guitar lessons. I teach music theory, and I do
Oh,
all
you're a
sorts of
teacher?
stuff.
Are you a teacher? You said.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice, yo. Hell yeah. You can probably make a lot of money with that. Not with like school, but with like courses and stuff. But you do you, man.
what?
You can probably like make a lot of money like teaching music theory, like online.
I mean, I am pretty new to the whole thing, So,
Okay.
and plus, I'm going to a music school, so I am still figuring it out and like playing on my working on my skills, working on my speed and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm new to
Writing,
everything, but
practicing.
I'm trying to make
What?
learning everything new a living. So you don't have to be good at something, but you plan how you want to do it. Yeah. So
Yeah, that is completely fine. Picking it up as a hobby is nice.
yes,
There's
sir.
something wrong with either your net or my net. Just a second, please let me switch networks
Got it.
because your voice keeps cracking and yeah, it's fine now.
Alrighty.
And then I'm working on solo
That was nice.
then I recently discovered this beautiful chord progression. It goes like. Anyways,
That is
let's
nice.
learn Happy Birthday.
Alrighty, that's the goal, man. That's my goal at least. Let's go. Oh, what's your goal with it? What's your goal with the guitar?
What's my goal with what?
With the guitar, I don't think I remember.
Do you happen to know Steve Vai by any chance?
I'm new to this space, so I don't know any people.
Have you heard this song called Hotel California?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I.
Like again, it sounds a bit off and it's very sloppy, but I've been
It's alright.
learning this as well. So I want to
You,
compose solos and do all sorts of stuff with music.
hey, what's up, Guitar EX? Hey, we got multiple people in here, eh? Yeah, you wanna join on a Google Meets call to like play and jam out to some songs? You got someone else in the chat. Yo, what is
Okay.
that emoji, yo? Are you watching the stream or are you just in the meeting? Yeah, yo, Avi, can you pause a little bit? I'm sorry. That was beautiful. Oh my god. Hey, you should have you tried actually like singing along with it, and seeing how it is?
I
Like
mean,
any
you
song,
can definitely try that, but I'm pretty sure you'll break your guitar because it's very frustrating. Because it's either you sing it right or you play it right. You can't do both at the same time when you're a beginner. I mean, you can definitely do it, but it's pretty hard to do it. So
Okay.
what you can do is you can hum the melody. Like you can go like, just a second. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That way you'll be able to remember the whole thing, and it would be easy for you to play without the tab, without the whole this 0 0 thing. It's known as a tab.
Mm. Okay, that's a tab. What is this website
Okay.
you're using?
I mean, I downloaded it off the internet. I have saved it on my chat. I'll teach you how to read a tab. Okay. So
Okay,
you see this zero thing.
the zero
Okay.
thing.
So
Yeah.
first, no, no. Before that, let's see this. This string, this line,
Mhm.
this top line.
Yeah.
The top line, the topmost line represents the high E, like this string. Got it?
Mhm.
And now the lowest string, this string, this one,
The E.
this, yeah, no, 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 the top E, the low E,
Oh, the.
this one. That
Okay.
is the high E. I'm talking about the low E,
Okay. So, you
the
talking about the
top one,
first or the
this
second
one.
string? The second string.
Oh, so you don't know your names as
No.
well. That's
No.
completely fine. Okay. So
Sorry,
it's
bro.
EADGBE. E being the thickest and the thinnest being the high E. Cool. You can learn it like uh, 88 dynamite goodbye Eddie,
Oh yeah, I heard
or
about that one.
every,
All right. So E
yeah,
being the thickest. All right. So E is a sixth string. That
it's,
means.
yeah, E
And
A D G B E.
all right. And so the first and the last string are the E strings. One is the highest, and one is the thickest. Yeah. Hold on. So
Just know
the
that the topmost and the bottommost strings are the same. Like they are the same
letter.
when it comes to notation, but they are in different pitch. In the sense, this is very low pitched, you know, whereas this is very high pitched.
Okay. So high pitch and low pitch. They're both E. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now the second fattest string, that is known as the A string.
A string. All right. So the fifth string. Hey, Guitar Rex, you still here? I don't think they're still here. All right. And what about the
Yeah,
fourth
yeah, I'm
string?
there. Yeah. After A, we have got D.
D. Okay, so it goes E
D.
A D G E, and then huh,
It's EAD.
E A D G B E. Okay,
Yeah.
because the letter there are six letters, but I see that yeah, there's only five words in the sentence, so that got me confused. All right.
It's Eddie A Dynamite Goodbye. Oh, sorry, it's goodbye. Good is for G and
Yeah.
bye is for B.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that got me a little confused.
Anyways,
Sorry, man.
so now from here we can see that the third line is the G string, right? It's EAD. Sorry, it's EBG. The third
So
string
that's
from where we are starting on is the G.
all right. Third string. Third string.
Yeah. So
All right.
and the zero means you have to play the string open. Like this zero, it means that you have to play the string open. This zero.
All right.
So you go.
So
The
third
only
string
reason why
open.
I showed you the whole thing again is because I want you to use as many fingers as possible. In this sense, what you can do is you can learn this one thing and you should stick to it by all means. What you should do is you should restrict your index finger to the first fret. If there is a note in the first fret, then I'll play it with my index only, no matter what.
Okay.
Then the middle is there for the second fret,
And then ring finger
and the
for
ring is
third
there
fret.
for the third fret.
Oh, that gets tough, man.
But that makes it easy, right? I mean, instead of doing like, I mean, you should get used to it if you want to play the guitar, and you should
Yeah.
practice like, stuff like this as well.
Oh my god. That is satisfying, man. I want to learn that. Jeez. Hold on.
So start with zero zero.
Hold on. I gotta go charge my Mac real quick. Just gotta go charge it.
Do you have to like hop off or?
So what?
Oh, you have to connect your charger.
I just
No,
have to
I
charge.
thought you were going.
Nah, no, no, no. I usually end it at 11. Oh wait, where are you? What country are you in? Because our time zones might be different.
I'm in India.
Oh, okay.
I'm in India.
What time zone do you guys use?
It's IST.
IST. Hold on. Alright. So it would be around 10:30 p.m. for y'all that I'll have to end the stream. But
Oh, okay. Can you like take a screenshot of this thing?
okay, take a screenshot of the picture you sent.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Is it okay if I
Yep.
hop off for like 20 minutes? I need to like grab a smoke and then I'll be back.
Got it, man. It's alright, man. See ya. Have a good night, man.
I mean, you can like keep on practicing until then, and maybe then we can work on another song if you want, or we can just jam.
Mm-hmm. Because like you thought I'd like know way better, and you thought we'd like riff to some songs and stuff. I don't know nothing, man. So
It's. I mean,
sorry.
I have put in that, so if you put in that as well, then you'll be way better than me. That's
Alright.
not an issue. Anyways, I'll see you in an hour. I'll check in on you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Well, that was quite fun, wasn't it? Oh. Let me see if we got any new subscribers. We were like 48. I had to let everything marinate in my brain. Alright, so what I've learned so far, this is the head. You tune it like this, and each one of these are frets. Alright, and we got Eddie 8 Dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Alright. Now, let's see how many subscribers we got. We got 348. Hold on. So we got, I don't think I should ingrain these chords in my brain because like there's multiple, like if I say I'm gonna play a G string and then I put my fingers in these positions. Hold on. Yeah, if I say I'm gonna play a G chord and I put my fingers in these positions, like it's, first of all, it's not very like specific. You know, it's like a G minor or a G major or something like that. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just in confused mode right now. You know, a lot happened. Gonna watch another video. I think yesterday I did too much and now my brain needs a rest. So I need to learn like majors and minors and when to, like, you know, struck all the strings versus just a couple.
Saving money feels right, just like when things are packed tidy and tight. Get Auto.
Hi guys, my name's Andy Crowley. Thank you for joining me for day one of this 10-day guitar challenge where we're going to play guitar for 10 minutes a day for 10 days. This day one is my absolute beginner's first lessons.
I just want to know some strings, man. I don't want to be on a 10-day course.
So you finally found some time to learn how to play guitar. Or at least I'm assuming so since you clicked on my video. Thanks for that, by the way. Hi, my name is Ellen and I make free guitar tutorials right here on YouTube. And if you stick with me, I promise you'll be playing your very first song by the end of this 10-minute video with only 2 of the most popular chords used in a lot of different popular songs. So make sure to stay tuned to see what song that's gonna be.
Only 2 chords? Damn.
Promise you'll be playing your very first song by the end of this 10-minute video with only 2 of the most popular chords used in a lot of different popular songs, so make sure to stay tuned to see what song that's gonna be. Well, there's no time like the present, so go ahead and dust the cobwebs off of your 6th string and let's get it tuned up. So you're quickly going to learn that one of the most important things that has to happen before you can play your guitar is to make sure it's in tune. There are so many free apps you can download to help tune your guitar, and I'll link a bunch of them below, but in this video today, we're going to be using Guitar Tuna. If your guitar is already in tune, make sure to skip to this time here so that we can move on. Alright, once you have your app open, go ahead and place it next to your guitar strings. Alright, so these babies over here by the head of your guitar, those are called your tuners, okay? These are your tuning pegs, and this is what we're going to use to tune your guitar. So basically the way that this works is each of these tuning pegs is connected to a string. So we're going to start with this very top string closest to you, that's our E string. And if you have your app open and you pluck that string, it'll tell you whether you're too high or too low. So you can see here, I am too low. So all we have to do to fix that is you are going to either turn your peg left or right to make it higher and lower. So go ahead and experiment. See how mine's going higher? So go ahead and keep twisting until that app tells you you're in tune. So again, I'm using Guitar Tuna, but most other apps work this way as well, so keep twisting left or right until each of those strings gives you a green light. Hey, nice to see you're still with me. I'm glad to see someone with more than a 2-minute attention span. Kids these days.
Damn, bro. God damn.
Hey, nice to see you're still with me. I'm glad to see someone with more than a 2-minute attention span. Kids these days, am I right? But I don't want to push my luck, so let's go ahead and jump into the next section and learn how to play your very first chord. Alright, so first let's go ahead and talk about the names of these strings. Starting with the side closest to you, this is our low E string, and it goes E, A, D, G, B, E. But no worries, you don't have to memorize this now. I will leave this on screen for you for the rest of this tutorial. Alright, next let's go ahead and look at the neck of your guitar. You'll see these metal bars throughout the neck. Those are called your frets. And this is important because this is going to tell you where you want to put your fingers. And you never want to put your fingers directly on these metal bars, on these frets. You want to put your fingers behind them, alright? So the way that we're going to talk about these frets is with numbers. We've got 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this new skill. If I told you to put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, where do you think that would be?
Boom.
That would be right here.
Oh,
good job.
What? Yo, what?
I told you to put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. You never want to put your...
Oh, I thought low was like the position, not the pitch. Okay.
A, D, G... Jump into the next section and learn how to play your very first chord. Alright, so first let's go ahead and talk about the names of these strings. Starting with the side closest to you, this is our low E string, and it goes E, A, D, G, B, E. But no worries, you don't have to memorize this now. I will leave this on screen for you for the rest of
So low E, low pitch, high E, high pitch. Okay.
this tutorial. Alright, next let's go ahead and look at the neck of your guitar. You'll see these metal bars throughout the neck. Those are called your frets. And this is important because this is going to tell you where you want to put your fingers. And you never want to put your fingers directly on these metal bars, on these frets. You want to put your fingers behind them, alright? So the way that we're going to talk about these frets is with numbers. We've got 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this new skill. If I told you to put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, where do you think that would be?
Low E.
That would be right here. Good job. Sorry to go a little Dora the Explorer on you, but let's keep going. So if I told you to put your pointer or index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, where would that be?
88.
You got it. So we're already halfway there. We got 2 of our fingers on. Now there are a lot of chords that you'll learn as a beginner that you can play with just 2 fingers, but I'm going to challenge you guys and have you play with the other 2 fingers as well because I know you could do it. So let's go ahead and do our ring finger next. So our ring finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the B string. So that would go here. And then your pinky is going to go on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So right next 3rd fret of the B string, so that would go here. And then your pinky is going to go on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So right next door, right there. All right, so you've got your G chord down. And the reason I'm showing you this four-finger chord first is because it's one of the most popular chords. You'll see it in...
Okay, this is G. I already learned this. Boom. And then we got D. Man, I forgot it was C or D. But this is a G.
Almost every single song ever. So congratulations on already learning one of these harder chords first. So once you have your G chord down, now you just want to make sure that it sounds right. And all we have to do for that is strum our guitar. So I'm using a pick. If you don't have a pick, you can use your thumb. If you don't have a thumb, you can use one of your nails. You know, you just make do with what you got. But all you gotta do for strumming is that. All right? So go ahead and make sure your G chord sounds like my G chord. How did that sound? Hopefully pretty good. If you heard some buzzing in there, that's probably because you're not pressing down hard enough on your strings. So go ahead and just adjust your fingers a little bit and make sure you're pressing down hard enough. And on the other end, if you have, white tips on your fingers, you might be pressing down a little bit too hard, and that's not necessary either. So just make sure you're putting an even amount of pressure on these strings. And also, if you find that your hand's a little bit uncomfortable in this position, don't worry. I guarantee you 99% of the other people watching this video agree with you and are in the exact same position. Playing guitar can be a little bit weird because our hands aren't normally in this position, so make sure that if your hand starts to feel a little bit strange, just to take a break and step away. So lots of songs out there use some really complicated
My index cannot stop touching the fourth string, man. It's not touching it, it's when when I vibrate it, then it moves around and it touches my index finger.
strumming patterns, but I'm going to show you one that's really easy but super applicable. So now all I want you to do is, instead of strumming down once, we're just going to do that 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and do that with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, you just played your very first strumming pattern. All right, so go ahead and pause this video and practice that 4-down strumming pattern a few more times on your own, and then when you're ready, we can go into the next part of this lesson.
Okay, so I've learned that I actually like courses because they teach very beginning stuff, and it's like a progression. It's not like you're going here to here to here to here to here to here, like when I watch random videos. So a course is just like a straight path, but I didn't like it because it was like a commitment, and if like what's it called? If like I didn't like it, or it went off the path that I wanted to go, then I would have to start over on another course. But that's still probably like gonna be a problem, but I can probably just move on at that point if the course moves off the path that I want. But yeah, so far I like courses.
So the next thing I feel like beginners struggle with is going to be transitioning chords. So right now we've got our G chord laid down, but what do you do from there? Well, let me go ahead and show you the next chord I'm going to teach you in this series. And I've thought this out very carefully. So for the next few lessons, we're only going to have to move just a few fingers to play completely different chords. Case in point, let's go ahead and move into our second chord. So right now we've got our G chord on, and the next chord I want to teach you is so super simple. All you want to do is take your middle finger that's on the 3rd fret of the low E string and your pointer finger that's on the 2nd fret of the A string, and you're just going to move each of those fingers down 1 string. All right, so now your middle finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string, and your pointer finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string. Did you see that? It's a little easy to miss because it's such a small movement, but we're just going from this to this. 1, 2, like an eye doctor. 1, 2. All right, so that's just how simple of a movement we're doing. This next chord is our C add 9 chord, which is basically a variation of a C chord.
C add 9. C chord.
So to go from our G to our C, look at that, super simple. If you need to, go ahead and pause the video and practice switching your fingers back and forth until you feel comfortable with this movement. So now we just want to move into strumming with our C add.
Jesus Christ, man. LLGL for 42.95. Thank you for joining the stream. Make sure you subscribe so we can get to that 500 subscriber mark, and also join DollarandCoin.io to learn to play the guitar. Thank you for joining, man. Do you play the guitar? I'm guessing you do. Let's go. I've just like started like a course, basically, like a 10-day commitment, and I just learned the C add 9. Subscribe, man. Subscribe.
Nine chord, and what we're going to do for this is exactly what we did with our G chord. We're just going to do 4 down strums like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something to keep in mind here is our C add 9 chord is a little bit different than our G because we're not going to want to strum this top string here. But no worries if you're a beginner and that's a little bit hard for you. If you do end up strumming that whole all 6 strings for C add 9, it actually sounds pretty okay. So no worries there. All right, so again, I want you to pause this video right now and practice that 4 down strum with that C add 9 chord until you feel pretty comfortable with it. So now
I feel comfortable. I really have to make my fingers vertical to not touch any other strings. And even if they're not touching, when I vibrate the strings, it like vibrates and it kind of goes like in a circle and it touches the fingers anyways, you know? So I really have to bend my wrist. Let's go. Thank you, LLGL. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are so close to 350. Whoever's watching, subscribe. Please. Bro, shut up. Sorry. I have a pop-up that keeps popping up. I'm gonna kill myself, bro. All right.
Now let's go ahead and tackle the probably #1 thing that most beginners have trouble with, which is switching between chords. So go ahead and put your G chord back on. So remember, that's when your middle finger and your index finger are on the top 2 strings. And we're just going to strum down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And now, after you've done that 4 times, we want to switch to our C add 9 chord. So again, make sure to move those top 2 fingers down 1 string each, all right? And then the pattern's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great. And then once you've done that, you just go back to G. So move those 2 fingers back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to C add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. Switch to C add 9. 2, 3, 4. Back to G, 2, 3, 4, and back. So go ahead and hop in anytime you're ready. We're just going back and forth between G and C add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. You got it.
Yes, I do. Okay, I need to pause, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ, mate. Jesus Christ. Oh, my fingers, bruv. See these freaking dent. Oh, crap. I charged my phone, too. Oh, my God. This course has been great so far. Thank you, Lel. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. For sure, man. It ain't easy, but it's, as you can see, it ain't easy, but it's well worth it, you know. Like most of the instruments or the skills, like the little toys that I will get, most of them I will like flip and give away, but this one I will keep, man. Guitars are cool as hell. It's awesome. You know what, let me just start over.
4. All right, great. And then once you've done that, you just go back to G. So move those 2 fingers back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to C add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. Switch to C add 9. 2, 3, 4. Back to G, 2, 3, 4, and back. So go ahead and hop in anytime you're ready. We're just going back and forth between G and C add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. You got it. Do you guys recognize something? I think you're playing your very first song right now.
There ain't no way, bro. Hey, shut up. No, I'm not.
Do you guys recognize something? I think you're playing your very first song right now. Don't believe me? Watch this. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Here is the church and here is the steeple. congratulations to the 5 of you who made it to the end of this video. And also congratulations
bro,
on playing.
Stop downplaying yourself, bro. That was very, very nice. That was good. I like that. Yeah, courses are really helpful. Oh my god, my fingers. That was a very nice journey. You know, I was about to give up actually. I was about to give up, but she brought me on, bro. That was nice. Y'all saw like the minutes of me just walking around. I was thinking about ending the stream, but I just kept going. The one thing I have trouble on is making sure to only strum the first 5 strings on the C add 9 chord, because most of the time I either string all of them or I string 4 strings, you know, so. Alright.
Found some time to learn how to play guitar. Or at least I'm assuming. And I will slowly but surely be teaching that because I know I sure am. And if you liked this video and you thought it was helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. But I know it can be a little hard to convince people to subscribe. I mean, you've only known me for 10 minutes, but that's okay. If you don't want to subscribe, at least make sure to check out the 2nd episode in this series, and I will slowly but surely be teaching you how to play your guitar in little 10-minute digestible video bites. So I hope this video helped, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Let's try to guess how much these
Shut up, bro.
Wow, did you like my first video? I'm assuming so because you clicked on my second. Thanks for giving me a second chance. Or maybe you just stumbled across this video, in which case, hi, my name is Ellen and I make guitar tutorials right here on YouTube. And welcome to my beginner series. Make sure if you haven't seen the first episode to click right here to start from the beginning so you don't miss a thing. So let's grab our guitars and get started. In the first episode, we covered the basics of how to tune your guitar, but if you need more explanation, click on this video I have right here, which goes into super detail on how to do it. Today I'm going to teach you another chord which we can use to unlock even more songs to play by the end of this video, so make sure to stay tuned to see what those are. Do you want to know the secret ingredient to what will help you become a better guitar player? Come closer. Whoa, wait, come back. You can also use this guy. This is going to be your new practice buddy, the metronome. Now what I have in my hand is a physical metronome, but there are plenty of free apps you can download as well. Isn't technology great? I'll link some of my favorites below, so make sure to click open that description box. So what is it? Basically, it's a device that clicks to the beat so that it helps you keep time, kind of like how you might tap your foot to a song while you're listening to it. The most useful part is that you can choose what speed you want to go, and this is the secret ingredient to what's going to help you learn guitar faster. So first of all, let's cover how a metronome works. So once you turn it on, you can adjust the speed of the clicking by either increasing or decreasing the number that's displaying. So remember in our first episode, we practiced going from the G to C add 9 chords and we were strumming down 4 times for each chord. Now, if you need a refresher or want more practice on that, make sure to visit my first episode again. All right, so today we're gonna add a brand new chord that's pretty easy to transition to, but first let's start with our G chord that we learned last time. Now remember, to switch to your next chord, which is C add 9, you just wanna take these two fingers and move them down one string each. So now we have our C add 9 chord. Awesome. And so today's new chord we're gonna learn is super simple. All you have to do is take off your middle finger and then move your index finger down one more string, okay? So it sounds like this. And something you'll notice is I'm not playing these top two strings. We're only strumming the bottom 4. This is our D suspended chord, or D sus4 chord for short. It's basically
aka D chord.
Just a variation of a D chord.
Alright, so we got C add 9 in D sus4. So G, C add 9, and hold on. G, G, C add 9, D. No. So G is all 6, C add 9 is 5, and then D is 4. So 5, no. 6, no. 6, fuck! 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6. No. I have to look in two opposite directions to make sure everything's right, and I have to go quick. All right. Six, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4.
And so now you can see when we're switching between our C add 9 and our D sus4, it's a super easy transition. All we have to do is take off your middle finger and move your first finger down. So now let's go ahead and practice this new D sus4 chord a little bit more, but with our metronome set to 50 beats per minute. So now what we want to do is keep that 4 down strum pattern just like last time, except now we're going to be strumming to the beat of the metronome. Like this. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Down, 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 down. Great. So what we just played is called a measure in music. Lots of popular songs today use 4 beats in one measure, just like how we just did it. So now let's go ahead and try to transition between our C add 9 and our new D sus4 chord, but again we're going to do this to the beat of the metronome. Here, I'll show you. 1 and 2 and ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4, switch to D. 2, 3, 4, back to C. 2, 3, 4, back to D. 2, 3, 4. Hop in. Try this with me now. Back to D, 2, 3, 4. Work on those transitions. And concentrate on playing to the beat of the metronome. So how did that go? If you found it a little bit
perfect.
too difficult, no worries. That just means that 50 beats per minute is a little bit too fast for you right now. And that's fine because that's what our metronome is for. I found over the years that using a metronome really helps to push you just a little bit to challenge you, but not so much that it overwhelms you as long as you choose the right speed. So how do you know what the right speed is for you? Well, I like to think about it in 3 little stages. The first stage is when your metronome is too slow. So this means that you're hitting every single one of those beats right on the beat, super easy for you. You might even feel yourself getting a little bored because you're not getting challenged at all.
It's kind of like you're learning to drive, but all you can do is drive around in circles.
Not productive, not challenging. The second stage is when your metronome is too fast. So you might be noticing that when you're practicing, you're missing almost every single beat, you're getting really frustrated, and you might even be thinking about quitting because you're so frustrated. This is because you might be jumping too far ahead and you haven't developed the muscle memory yet. It's kind of like a beginner driver trying to merge onto a busy highway at 80 miles per hour for the very first time. It's way too much, too fast. Not productive, too challenging. Terrifying, actually. The third stage is when your metronome is just right. That means when you're practicing, you're hitting most of the beats and you might miss a few every now and then. This is kind of like the sweet spot you should aim to practice in because it's not so easy that you don't feel challenged, but it's also not so hard that you feel like quitting. So think about a new driver practicing driving in a neighborhood. There are some challenges like having to watch out for some kids playing in the street or maybe your neighbor's dog getting loose, but it's nothing you can't handle. So now that you know how to use a metronome, go ahead and pause the video to find your just right speed. And then once you find it, use it to practice through the 3 chords that we've already learned in this series. And remember that even though we learned them in this order, that doesn't mean you're always going to be playing them in this order. So pause on this next screen and practice your transitions with your metronome for all of the chord progressions I have listed. Order, that doesn't mean you're always going to be playing them in this order. So pause on this next screen and practice your transitions with your metronome for all of the chord progressions I have listed. Welcome back! Did you actually pause and practice? If not, it's not too late.
Metronome. I'm gonna go practice. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 of each, okay? Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Ah. We've got like 13 minutes left. No, no. Come on, bro, go smoothly. I'm quite hungry, man, but only have a couple more minutes before I can end the stream. So I'm just gonna keep going. Oh. Alright.
Make sure you feel comfortable with those transitions listed on the previous screen because now we're gonna kick it up a notch.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable, man, but I just need a break. But if I take a break, then I have too little time for the next practice session. I'm gonna take like a video break because I usually take food breaks.
Nebraska needs proven leadership, not empty promises. Look at my baby, it's so cute. No, look at mine, it's much cuter. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Which one's mine? Stop! What are you doing? Isn't it obvious I'm trying to give him... Mom, there's a monster on... What are you doing? Isn't it obvious I'm trying to give him... Mom, there's a monster under my bed. It's the most hideous thing I've ever seen. Why do you hate me, brother? I broke my leg. Don't worry, man. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan. Oh no, he's still alive. Time for plan B. I told him as an expert in the field, I strongly recommend wearing it, but he just kept bringing up his rights. Sometimes when I try to sleep at night, my biggest regret keeps me awake.
Daddy, wake up!
Yes, son. The glass is half empty. The glass is half full. The glass has gained consciousness, and it wants you to stop making assumptions about it. Waiter, the food was delicious. Could you compliment the cook for me? Harold, you're beautiful. Harold liked that. You son of a witch. You've been sleeping with my wife. Yeah? How do you sleep at night? With your wife? I mean, you asked, man, and you kind of knew that. Don't cry. Wow, so you are a real genie. Hi. His next two wishes are ice cube in his hand, I back to no talk. Forever? Bum do la la la. My singing monsters. You're late again. What happened this time? Sir, you won't believe it, but someone just parted the sea. I couldn't believe it myself. Woo, time to go outside. Wait, really? No, not you. You stay inside forever. He was a good man, a better friend. God, I'm going to miss him so much. Here's to you, Craig. Okay, hands up. Give me all of your money. I said both hands. Ah, look at fatty-o chub farts over here. Why the wide face? I comfort eat. It helps me forget about things that are upsetting to me. Ah, how does that solve anything, you fat dolt? Oh, seemed rather self-explanatory. He's only so fat because of people like you. Old comic of mine. You know how when it's a warm night, you flip the pillow to the cold side? Well, I thought, why stop there? So I flipped my blanket. Then I thought, there's nothing cooler than the other side of the mattress. Are you seeing how we got her? Don't let this person flip the planet and then the universe. Mom, look, it fell out. My teeth. You should put it under your pillow for the tooth fairy. Later. Hello, Billy. I've come for your teeth. You mean tooth? Open wide. This comic is irrational. Oh God, when will it end? You're the pie eating contest. It's never ending. Time to go in the hole. And they never left the hole. This is so me, it's not funny. My comfort zone. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm beginning to run. I'm gonna do a thing. I just did a thing. Now I'm running away from that thing and I'm right back into my comfort area. That's it for today, people. Let's not even talk about the third day without a shower. Who goes 3 days without a shower? Going to bed without a shower. So tired, I'll do it tomorrow. Waking up without a shower. I am a being of grease and regrets. I've always thought it would be funny if someone on some cop drama tried this move and it just didn't work. So certain this is a one-way glass, detectives? Or is it possible that maybe, just maybe, I can see you? You, may I have the bill? Me, an intellectual. What's the right way to pronounce the word either? Is it either or either? What's the matter, Max? That kid over there keeps bullying me. The trick is to kill them with kindness. Let me show you. Hi, friend. Max wanted to give you a special gift. What do you want, loser? A knife named Kindness. A big slice of scrumptious cake for one cool dude. Oh, he doesn't know. He takes the cake. So this girl is using her telescope to look at the stars. And then the sun says, I'm stars too. Oh no, you just blinded her. Horrible star. Dude, what is this? It's a list of the 25,000 people who have wronged me over the course of my life. I warned them. I told them I was going to make a really long list. Sir, your steak. Let's freaking go. Men entry versus women's entry. Any guy can get in. Let's go. I finished building the time machine. Now to pay someone a visit. Ooh, there's only one bed. You're right, says A, and B is flustered. I guess B wants to sleep with A, and A says you may take the floor. Why so glum, little man? I wish I had money for candy. I'm sorry, boy, but what's this behind your ear? Haha, it says get a job. Do you have an outlet for your negative emotions?
So far, we've been practicing playing 4 down strums for every chord. Like I said in the last video, this is a great strumming pattern to start with, and now I get to show you how we can dress it up without changing a thing. How, you ask? We're going to use our left hand to change chords more frequently, while our right hand stays exactly the same. Let's take this for example. Right now, I have 4 down strums on screen. In the first video, we practiced this with our G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we practiced switching to our C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today, we added our D chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to challenge you, and instead of staying on the same chords for all 4 of these down strums, I want you to try and switch chords throughout it. So we have our G chord on the first 2 down strums and our C add 9 chord on the last 2. Like this. Okay, your turn. Let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. G, G, C, C. Awesome. Okay, now let's try this one. As you can see, we've got C add 9 for our first 2 down strums, and then we go to D sus4 for our last 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Great job. Okay, how about this one? We've got G on our first 2 and then a D sus4 on our last 2. You ready? 1, 2, ready, go. If any of this is too difficult for you to keep up with right now, make sure to go back to this time and pause the screen to practice these transitions at your own tempo. Okay, now that you get the idea, let's try something harder. Let's try this one to the beat of the metronome. It should sound like this. How did you do? These are getting trickier because now we're practicing between all 3 chords. Let's try this one.
Man, what the hell?
Let's try this one.
D, D, C, G.
Great job. Okay, let's just try one more.
God damn, bro. Alright, G, C, D. I gotta remember that. G, C, D, G, C, D, G, C, D, G, C, D. C add 9 and D sus4. C add 9, boom. D sus4, then G.
Awesome. Again, if any of this is too hard for you to keep up with, okay, let's just try one more. Awesome. Again, if any of this is too hard for you to keep...
Okay. I'm just gonna... Oh my god. I'm just gonna add my own... CCGD. No, CCGG. Oh, come on, man. I can just click and bring it right back up. Okay, CCGD. So you had 9, D has 4. CCGG. Alright. Now we're gonna add a D to either. No. Let's just do this. CCGD. That GD transformation is gonna be good. Alright. That's time. I really hope y'all enjoy. I certainly did enjoy this this stream. I made a lot of progress, and although like something really good happened, you know, my mind for some reason translated it as bad because it was like anxiety inducing. It was like a very very big jump from my normal streams, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and I'll probably learn this a lot quicker than other skills because it's like a technical skill, and yeah, I would have probably learned the Rubik's Cube a lot sooner too if it wasn't for the technical difficulties on the stream. But yeah, I see this as just another Rubik's Cube like instrument, but it's a lot cooler in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna probably watch more courses and experiment with other ways of learning. You know, everything's gonna be on stream, but yeah, I'm gonna find out like the best ways to learn. And I don't know, like in other streams I referenced a blueprint, but I don't know about that anymore because this niche is extremely big. You know, I can learn anything, and I don't think any amount of blueprints can represent every single skill. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and no this stream, and I'll see you guys again